Welcome back to the Daily Doji. Today we're doing live technical analysis of Dogecoin, Mara, and Riot. These were suggested yesterday in the live stream by one of you in the comments section. Thank you for the thumbs up, I appreciate that. If you're tuning in on the replay, make sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified because I go live 5 days a week. Awesome, so let's get into this. And also if there are any other symbols you want me to do the analysis for, could be stock or crypto, put it in the comments and I'll do it in tomorrow's live stream. Alright, so I'm taking a look at Doge Charts. Also, if you're tuning in, make sure to say hello in the comments. So as I talked about in my yesterday's video, I had been making this prediction for weeks, over a month, and this finally played out. And I talked about it in a little more detail yesterday, but basically this was 3 waves, like this. So then I spelled out the scenario of what could happen next, and nothing has really changed yet. So this is not much to update on Doge since yesterday. It's just been sideways action, just sideways action on the chart, overlapping price from 24.3 to 26 over and over again. That's a problem with the corrections, is that one of the difficulties is the overlapping waves, which in Elliott waves, there's a way to count them, which I've talked about in other videos and also in detail in my course. And when they overlap, it's harder to count. So in hindsight, we'll be able to see easily what this is. But for now, that was the end of my, almost a month-long trade. However, the real trade started down here or down here. All right. Again, I talked about this a lot yesterday, so I'm going to move on to the Mara stock, which is this marathon. Want to make sure I'm looking at the right one. Let me know in the comments. All right, let me start at the weekly chart. And if any Doge alerts or anything go off, I'll go back and look at it at the end. So stay tuned for all the analysis. And I do have a free class if you want to know how I'm doing the analysis, because this isn't your average technical analysis, because it actually works. And I've been calling live. I've made a lot of predictions live that have all come true using this simple method. It's not because I'm psychic or something, although psychic means psyche, which is the Greek word for psychology. And I did study psychology for a lot of my life, so that does help. Okay, so as I look at the weekly chart on Marathon Holdings, looks like it started in 2012, all the way at 200 and some dollars. Eddie said, bought like $5 of Xlm just to put on my radar. What do you think, Xlm? Thank you. I will check it out next. So if you want to see Xlm analysis, stick around and I'll do that too. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Looks like 3 huge waves down already happened. And now, is this an XYZ or WXY, I mean? or are there subwaves of 5 in here? This looks like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this looks to me like the correction is not done yet. 1, 2, 3. This would start back there. So this was 1, 2, 3 in the middle, and this subwave was 1, 2, 3. Can you see those subwaves? And then it's coming down. It already came down 3 waves. Did a little bit like the Bitcoin Ethereum shape. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So that could be done, and it could come back down towards this 200 moving average. Or, let me make sure this is the 200. Now it is. So it looks like it wants to drop down. It's far from the moving averages, not as far as it was up here when it came crashing down. But let's see on the more. It's a little bit oversold on the daily. I see 3 waves up right there, 1, 2, 3. And I see 1, 2, 3 right there. So this looks, wait a minute. That's not where I clicked. Let me try that again. Click down here. There we go. Some days I get lag, some days I have a perfect feed. So the 5 waves look done. It could have a little more up. I would have to see on the closer chart. See the 1, 2, 3 right there, and a 1, 2, 3 here. But this might have another wave. 1, 2. So there might be another wave up, a small wave up here to maybe 44 or something. If the next part of the wave is the same length as this one. But also, this already happened, so this very well could be done. If it does make a new high, it would be about this same length. But actually, it looks pretty much done. Let me measure this wave. Compared to this one. As far as the height. Okay, yeah, it's almost exactly the same. So that was probably done right there. And I would think that it would head down and make more correction. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, there are people watching. Hey guys. Thanks for tuning in. All right, let's look at the next one. Looks like we're experiencing some lag on the live stream. Let me know if you can see and hear me correctly or if it's lagging. All right, this is called Riot Blockchain. Is this the right one you were looking for, Mike? Let me start looking on the weekly. All right. Looks like it started in 2003 and already had some kind of massive wave up and then came crashing down. Looks like 1, 2, 3 waves. Again, there's a lot of 3 waves going on. 1, 2, 3. And where did it end? Who knows? But it looks like it's starting something new over here. So we'll just pick a bottom for now. And then it's just been going sideways the whole time since. And it's having some 1, 2, 3. There was a 3 wave up, 1, 2, 3 down. And here's another sideways. This looks exactly like the last wave we were looking at, the marathon. Let's go back and look at that. See that? How it did that drop and then the 1, 2, 3 sideways. Looks just like that, doesn't it? Same pattern. Can you see that? Let me try to overlay them exactly on each other. This is the kind of thing I'm looking for. I'm seeing these patterns over and over again. Okay, does that make sense to you? They're on a different time frame, but it's a similar shape of wave. Right? Same WXY. Just like that. Same 1, 2, 3 down. And same 1, 2, 3 sideways. So it looks either done or almost done over there. Does that make sense? Johnny, let's see. Mike said, I don't get notified. How long have I been streaming? Not long. Johnny Boy said, what do you think about long-term Mana USDT? And what should be the ideal price to buy at a bargain if there's a chance? Eddie said VTHO and VET are some of the little coins that are working okay. What do you think? Okay. Let me look at, if I don't have time for all of these, then I will do the rest of them tomorrow. Let me try to get all those done. Thank you so much for asking, though. I love to get the symbols and do the live analysis. All right, so this one looks like after it's done with this wave, if it isn't, then it's going to come down pretty similar to the other waves. And it could come down all the way close to 0 and still be a correct wave. Okay, next one is Xlm. So I'm getting a little bit of lag, but thank you for being patient with me. Mike said, yes, it makes sense, fascinating, and mind-blown emoji. Awesome. I'm excited for you to, once you finally get in my course, because I think a lot of it will make a lot more sense to you that I've been talking about in the secret group. All right, Xlm. Is it called Xlm/dollar? That's probably it. All right. It's the first time I'm doing the analysis of this one on this channel. I think I've looked at this years ago, but it's been years since I looked at it. So, okay, let's start on the weekly. Zoom out all the way. See what we got. Is this lagging or is this the farthest back it goes? From 2018? Is that the beginning of this one? Is this a 5-wave up or is this a 3-wave up? 1, 2, 3. This doesn't look like a 5-wave. This one gives it away right there. That giant correction in the middle of the last wave That's a 1, 2, 3. Obvious one right there. Boom, boom, boom. So since that subwave gives it away, I'm looking for the 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's right here. Oops. I clicked in the wrong spot though. There we go. Okay, so and then that whole thing would be 1, 2, 3, and the subwaves have 3 waves. Does that make sense? Let me change the color of this. All right, and then it looks like so far we've got 3 waves down. Crossed under the moving averages, that's not good. But we can already tell that it already crashed far. Looks similar to Doge and Bitcoin and Ethereum. 1, 2, 3 waves down, and then 1, 2, 3 waves sideways. It's probably going to try to hit that moving average at 33 cents and then come back down and do a new correction is what I would think. So what did you ask another follow-up question of that? Or was it just, okay, put it on my radar? Well, I think it could probably go down more. And it looks like it could go all the way, almost all down all the way. And then maybe hit the bottom. But we would have to see. It's hard to call the bottoms because there's a lot of overlapping waves. But that doesn't look like it was it. This looks too quick to be the full correction here. All right, let's go to the next one. Mana USD. And what should be the ideal price to buy at a bargain if there's a chance? Okay. It's lagging like a minute after I click. Mana USDT. Okay, here we go. Decentraland, is that what it's called? Probably Binance would be the best because I don't know what Bing Bon is. Maybe that would be. Let me know what Bing Bon is in the comments if you've ever heard of it. Look at that. Does it even look like we changed the chart? Let me click back. Boom. It's a little bit different, but I could just switch back and forth. There was a little bit, this wave isn't as tall, but it's the same thing right here, that giant wave right in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And it looks like the top was clipped also. And then 1, 2, 3 down. And this one is not going as sideways. So it looks like it might have a little more upside. A little bit though. Maybe up to 90 something. Maybe it's going to try to get up to $1 in the next wave. It looks like it would come close if this shape is the same length as the one before, 1, 2, 3. Then that might have some upside left. But this is a dangerous place because I think it would probably tank after this. Because we've been looking at this similar shape correction a lot recently. And then a good place to buy in on this would be as close to 0 or when the RSI makes a good signal. And if you want my signals, you should reach out to me on Instagram about getting into the alert group. Eddie said, glad this is a new and informative channel. I feel like I got a personal advisor here for me. Thank you. That is a good place for me to have a Disclaimer though, I'm not a licensed financial advisor, so trade at your own risk. That being said, I appreciate the kind words and the positive comment. Mike said, yes, we'll be getting the program soon. Eddie said, same. Mike said, checking out AHT. Okay, let me check out AHT, and then I'm going to get going. I will do VTHO and VET tomorrow, because I think they might... I don't want to do too many in one video, because I want to put them all in the headline so people can search for it. And also, I have to get going at 7 in 1 minute. So really quickly, I'll do the AHT. And thank you everyone for tuning in and commenting. And I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, this one. I've done this one a couple times. This one has been getting good search results too, actually. So I will do it tomorrow. But I'll glance at it right now. I think I already have it in here. In my... And if you see anything in here that you want me to show you the analysis for, where's the AHT? I swear it's in here, right? Did I just see it? Alright, where did it go? Maybe I'll have to do it again. Put it in here again. Okay. Oops. Apparently I haven't looked at it on this chart. Okay, so it's looking like it's looking bad on the daily. I mean, anytime we see just a massive correction, it's coming down from $1,000. Everyone's laughing about not financial advice. Well, if I was giving financial advice, I would say don't trade crypto. That would be the safe advice. But since you already are, might as well learn as much as possible about it. That's kind of my attitude. It's hard to tell if this is the very bottom. I remember looking at this a few days ago and seeing a buy signal on the RSI right here. So I think I actually bought like one share just to take a look at it. But anything that far down is a risk. I do see 3 waves all the way down. It looks like it's almost at its all-time low. I think it'll probably try to make an all-time low. And the closer to 0 it gets, I think it would be a good potential for a trade. Now, I don't know the fundamentals of this company at all, but I do see what I would call a buy signal on the RSI for myself. So I'm not telling you to buy it, but that's the only positive thing I see about this chart. And it does look like there was already 3 waves down here. So we could have a bounce up to that 200 moving average, which is around 30 bucks right now, which would be double. So that could be an opportunity there. But you know, it's not the best looking chart, honestly. This isn't really, you don't really necessarily want to find things that are lost all their value. On a good trade, sometimes it's good to jump in on the momentum right when it breaks out. And that has not happened here yet. But, like I said, I do have somewhat of a signal here, and that's what I would go off of. But, you know, trade at your own risk, like I said. Alright, I think that's about it for this video. I'll be back tomorrow live again after 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Reach out to me if you want in on the secret alerts group. Some of you in the group are already watching, and I'll see you in there. There's been non-stop alerts. It's really putting me to work. I wake up every morning to alerts. I fall asleep every night to alerts. 7 days a week so far. I'm not guaranteeing 7-day-a-week alerts. Right now, I have been doing them 7 days, but eventually, I mean, at some point, I'm going to have something going on. But so far, I've been able to get them every waking hour for me. I can't do them in my sleep. That would be the next level, but I like that they're not automated. Actually, I like doing them personally because I'm doing the special kind of analysis that no one seems to really be doing. I guess I thought in the back of my mind that other people knew this, but the more I make the videos and the more I look around the internet, there's no one talking about this stuff. So I'm happy to be sharing. I'm happy to have a community growing. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, everyone else watching that didn't comment. If you're watching in the replay, make sure to leave a comment. Thank you, Johnny Boy, as well. And hit the bell icon so that tomorrow you're notified when I go live, hopefully. And I alert my group, my secret group, and I usually alert my Facebook group also before I go live. So if you want in on those, reach out to me on Instagram. There are links in the description. And also, one more thing, if you stuck all the way to the end, I made a free class for beginners for trading that goes over the basics of how I'm doing the analysis. And it's very basic for beginners, so I was sick of repeating over and over the same things in the live videos, so I just made it into a class. I just posted it in the comments if you're interested in that. I'll see you in the group, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Have an amazing day on purpose. Mike said, honestly, just found out about Elliott waves, and happy I did. Awesome. Well, I'll see you in the group, and for everyone else that wants in there, reach out to me, and I'll talk to you. There have been a bunch of people reaching out to me. It's good to hear from viewers. That being said, have an amazing day on purpose. I'm signing out again. Peace.